Um, but yeah, so if you want to come in the boxes, come over to Breakfast Tea with Key, and that'd be great. Breakfast Tea with Key live. Okay. So listen. Okay, so we had an interesting day. Troutmouth Erica, Gatemouth Erica Nicole went on live after $2. She went on live to try to spite me because she put her mouth in, you know what I'm saying, talking about, because, HB was in the box or whatever, and I said what I wanted to say. And so she was like, all right now, Keyona, don't let HB do what? What you gonna do? What HB gonna do? What HB gonna do? Because about that, what HB gonna do that? So, anywho, so I had, say whatever I want to say to HB or whatever. And so, I said what I had to say to her. Like, I do believe you skimming off the top, because how do you wet beg for somebody else but dry beg for yourself? You up and said Kelsey need, and I ain't even got it, and we ain't even got it. That is weird to me. Pick a side. Pick a side. You dry big and wet big at the same time. It makes no sense. But okay, let's do it. So anywho, Essence came up in the Boston show and made it very clear that she has paid for 14 days for Kelsey to be in the hotel. But guess what? Hey, darling. But she said, I have paid. Like she said, this here frog-eyed gate mouth bitch ain't done nothing. I did that out of my paycheck, right? So I caught that. A lot of other people caught that. That Essence was basically letting it know, Erica, you wasn't in on this. I did this for Kelsey. But anywho, so of course they went live afterwards on Erica's live, and it got pretty busy over there, pretty fast. Well, for some odd reason, I think BET and Boo got into it. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Thank you, darling. BET, hey, darling. I'm working too. So some of y'all on Keyona 5 and some of y'all on Breakfast Tea with Keyona live. Thank you. Yeah, I feel better. I feel much, much better. Not 100%, but I'm enough. Um, so if I don't see your comments, it's because I'm looking at two different screens. So anywho, so BET and Boo got into it, right? And of course, you know how that go. There was just a lot of cursing or whatever. Um, but anyway, Erica Live went down. So and Diamond was on the panel because supposedly this started. I said Diamond, Rhinestone. Rhinestone was on the panel, so supposedly Rhinestone was coming over to get the update on me. And I seen she chuckled a little bit when they said what HB said how much money I made this year. I mean, whew. Imagine if I paid my tithe, which I always pay my tithes at the end of the year. I'm trying to get derailed. But imagine if I went ahead and wrote my check for my tithes right now. Do you know it would be more than what HB said I made this year? Like, I have a whole account for tithes, right? Because I'll tell y'all that story later. I had to get a whole separate bank account for tithes because I believe in first fruits. So before you spend any money, you're supposed to pull your tithes out, pay your tithes first. So I used to do that, and I used to keep the cash in my car. And then my car got stolen. And that's all. And I got the car back the next day, but the tithe money was gone. So after that, I went and got me a tithe account. So that way when I get some money, I immediately put it in the tithe account. Keep pushing. Do you realize my tithe account has more money than a person who makes like $10 an hour a year? In my tithe account right now. Right now. So I don't know where they getting that from. But if I was to cash out and pay my tithes right now, I'll pay my money with HB telling folks I made last year. That's hilarious. And so, anywho, so yeah, so she laughed. She laughed when HB told her what I made. It's crazy. And so they was recapping with Rhinestone or whatever. Like I said, the live went down, but this is how Rhinestone works. Rhinestone saw there was 13, 14, 1,500 people in there. Baby, when that live went down, and listen, you can't make me believe that Rhinestone wasn't the reason it went down. Clock that T. Clock that. You can't make me believe that Rhinestone wasn't the reason it went down. Because to my knowledge, I think Larry came over and said hello to everybody, and right after the live went down. And she went live right away. Say it again. Didn't even get a girl an opportunity to say, well, I'm going to go on my backup. Or, you know what I'm saying? And the girl won her appeal. Baby, Rhinestone went live right then and right there. But let me tell you, it already done cost her. So they wound up being live. And of course, you know, everybody, you know, the usual gang, you know. When I was in high school, it was called, you know, the common area gang. It was Rhinestone and Trina and Peach and Erica. It was a good bit, you know, the usual. Poozy. So Poozy comes over and they're talking. Poozy said some things. She said some things on her Poozy page, I think it was. She said some things to Icon Peach about, you know, the alphabet community and the alphabet disease and, you know, all those things. So, of course, her page got knocked down. I thought all was well. I thought it was crazy to even let that go, but hey, they used to each other. They work with each other every day, unpaid, but work with each other every day, right? Only person getting paid is Rhinestone. And what she losing ain't worth it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking they used to each other. It's crazy what's being said, but they used to each other. They co-workers. Boom. Well, I go and I'm doing some stuff. I had to go work a little bit or whatever. I go back. Poozy back in the box under a different page. Some page named Jamar or some shit. And baby, did she light into Icon Peach. Said everything you can think of about the community. How they should be on an island by themselves. They should all be dead. And she don't care because God, they trying to convince God that he made a mistake. Poozy went there. Okay, here's there, right? Here's there. Poozy went here. Here. Like, way past there. She did that. I think Poozy was probably intoxicated. Poozy went there. I think she was intoxicated. I'm be honest with you. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, Poozy went there. But Icon was very quiet, right? So I'm like, ooh, Jesus, like, they should all be. And Trina's trying to be like, well, you want, I think you, Pooh, you know, Trina is calling her, and like, I really believe that you want to be, you know, you might want a woman, or da-da-da-da-da-da. It was a mess. And then she'll spaz back out again, and say again, that's why y'all all need to be dead, and it was a mess. So, I think Icon had enough and was trying to say something. Guess who get dropped out the box? You guessed it. Icon got dropped out the box. Not Poozy. Now, that wasn't the crazy part. Because, again, we don't know who dropped who out the box. But this was the part that was in Rhinestone's control. And this is why people, because they already said, well, she was driving. So she didn't drop Peach out the box. Whatever. Fendi came up. A lady named Fendi. She's an older lady. She came up. And she was, Barb and Pooz were going. Yes, Barb and Pooz went back and forth. That was the truth. Yeah, that was true. So Fendi came up, hey darling, to talk to Poozy, and was like, Pooh, and so everybody was screaming, because again, Poozy had said all these things about the community, right? And so now this is where he did not leave on his own. He was dropped out. He said that. Okay, hold on. Let me do that now. Y'all have to let me know what page. I got 150 of them, but I sent you a follow back too. So anywho, hey Notorious, how you doing, my friend? So anywho, he was dropped out the box. Hey, Baba, he was dropped out the box, right? And and Fendi came up. Yes, I am, because I'm trying to tell everybody to come to the live page to Breakfast Tea with Key live page. But so he was dropped out the box, and exactly, it made no sense for him to be dropped out the box. But then after that, this what Rhinestone won't get out of it. This is where she is guilty as sin. Because she can say, I didn't push that button. I got Mars. Thank you for joining my team. I got Mars. But this is what she guilty of saying. When Fendi came up and was talking to Poozie and saying, Poozie, do you want me to talk? They were still fussing because Poozie had said all those things about the, LGBT community. Baby, Diamond said, shut up. Shut up. Y'all motherfuckers making me mad now. She trying to talk to Poozie. So, you telling me you wanted Poozie to stay in the panel. And not only that, you wanted everybody to shut up while this lady coddles Poozie for saying that all people in the LGBT community need to be dead. And they also need to be on the island until ain't now one of them left. And yes, you subscribe on the Breakfast Tea with Key live page, not this one. This one. No, you. So, yeah. Diamond sat there and hollered out for everybody to shut up and say, y'all pissing me off now. Shut up! So she could talk to her. So that means you heard every last one of those slurs. You heard every last one of those insults. And you want this woman to stay in your panel and also be coddled by someone else in your panel. And Fendi said, Poozie, can we go to your live and we talk? Yeah. That should... First of all, it shouldn't... it went on for 45 minutes. Poozie went on a spree. You hear me? Poozie went on a spree on the LGBT community. A spree. 45 minutes. 45. If the bloggers got it, she went on a spree. You hear me? And Rhinestone not only did not drop her, did not tell the Mars to drop her. She did it, she bond. She didn't tell the Mars to drop her, but when Peach was dropped, yeah, it was crazy. She wanted everybody to shut the fuck up so who can coddle her, and she even asked her, can we go to your page for this shit? Oh, they got it. I know they got it. And Rhinestone still didn't want them to leave the page. She still wanted Poozie. The page had to be clipped, y'all. Literally, the page had to be clipped. And then, so of course, Peach goes live, and his feelings are hurt, rightfully so. Oh yeah, that's all she cared about, them $25 cash app, because that she told, hey darling, like she told Boo, they just paid for my hair, you got to go. They just paid for my hair, you got to go. So yeah, she don't give a damn about nothing but them cash apps. That's all she care about. Yeah, so Peach was in his live. Thank you for joining my team. Peach was in his live, and Peach literally, y'all, broke down and cried. He broke down and cried because y'all all know, let's be clear. There's no way that would have happened to a black person if a white person was saying those things about there's no way it would have been a man and a woman. Unless you're in Tea Times Live. That's the only time. Thank you for joining my team. That's the only time that would have been cool in Tea Times Live. But anybody else's live, no man can go on for 45 minutes about a woman. Right? Thank you, baby. No man could go on and say those nasty things for 45 minutes without a shit show. It was it was the whole community, the LGBT community, that they shouldn't be alive, that they should be on the island until they all become extinct. And just 45 minutes of, yeah, all that. It was crazy. But, let me tell you something. Rhinestone, it was crazy. Rhinestone did that to him on purpose. Let me tell you why. Peach was supposed to have a battle with Dime yesterday, right? It's making me believe that Rhinestone was behind why he didn't have his battle with Dime. Thank you. But this morning, I happened to be scrolling through, and Peach came across my FYP. And so, of course, I went on in the room, and he said, hey, Keyona. And he was like, y'all don't be liking Keyona, but I like Keyona. He said, I always kind of go for the underdog and just, making conversation. And so I threw him a galaxy and a couple of things in his goal, right? They had his goal. He said, thank you, Keyona. So he talked about how the first time he saw me, I said something, and we laughed. And, Rhinestone don't miss shit. Somebody sent her that shit and said, Peach and I, saying nice things to Keyona. I bet you. And Keyona over there sitting in Peach Galaxy. I guarantee you. And that's why she let that shit went on like that. Thank you. That's why. Oh, God. Yeah. That is why she let that happen to him. Remember, that's how she played. Remember when Slim played that song for Bella, right? When Bella hit her 1 mil. Slim was Bella's DJ. Couple days later, she played the dance. She did the cash app about his baby mama. You see how she do? That's how she do. That's how she do. So she did that to Peach. Yeah, that's why we was over there talking like, why the fuck is Erica with her gate mouth self updating her like she don't be looking in them lives herself? Get out of here. Oh, you have a paper towel, baby, the ranch dressing from Chili's.
What is it?
In the refrigerator. They be just in diamond, and she'll never clarify them. She'll never be like, well, wait a minute, who did what? You know why? Because she be like, bitch, I already know this. Keep talking. They be acting like they put her up on game. Diamond be watching all them things. Rhinestone be watching all that. But let me tell you something. That's why she did him like that. And then Braid, with his ragged ass, gonna talk about some. You making it people like Keyona who want to see this, bitch. First and foremost, how the fuck would I know that Pooz was gonna say those things? Hey, so you gotta come over to the other page, so because you need to come up in the box. Come to Breakfast Tea with Key Live. You gotta